Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and it's time to play another demo that's part of the Steam Next Fest. Today we're gonna play Defend the Rook. This is a turn-based combat game and it's an absolutely fantastic game. So let's start a brand new game. Now we can pick a group of spells for this run. So this is something that we can use on either the enemy or our characters, and we can get a different bonus. For example, here we could give one of our heroes an armor, or we could attack an enemy, or we could get bloodlust. Give all of our heroes temporary powers. Temporary power is power that only lasts until the end of round. We could gain drain, temporarily lower enemies' power. Invigorate, reactivate one of your heroes, allowing them to move and attack again. This is pretty huge. Invigorate is a really big deal. And Hysteria, force all enemies to attack their closest allies if they can. This is a really good set, I would say. Zap is just basic damage. Weighty blows, temporary armor and power. And Shadow Clone, make a copy of a hero that can act immediately. The copy is 1 max armor and cannot 1 max HP and cannot gain armor. Spawns near the rook. New clones destroy the oldest clone. So the Shadow Clone feels somewhat similar to the Invigorate. I guess the benefit is that when you attack, you do not take damage back. You just, this is not like an attack and automatically get hit back. This is like a simple attack. So this is essentially, this gives you a chance to give the enemy like an alternative character to attack. So essentially it can work like sort of protection. I like it. However, I don't find these other two abilities as exciting as what we have here, because the Invigorate is similar to the Shadow Clone, works very well, but the Hysteria is also absolutely fantastic. So I feel like these two things together give a similar effect to the Shadow Clone, but it gives us like more damage, so to speak. I like it. We're gonna go with this middle one. It's just too good. So let's go into our first battle. Alright, so this is your rook. That's the most important part of the game. If you lose the rook, you're dead. My rook has HP of 40 and an attack of 4 and works as an archer, so I can use it. Should it also have movement? When I hover over it, the blue things are where I can move, and the red things are where I can attack. So I'm going to start with this. I'm actually going to attack this goblin. And then here we have our heroes. And our heroes have different bonuses. For example, the sorcerer gets a bonus if they do not move. So, and see the bonuses here. Channel, when this unit does not move this turn, gain +1 range and +4 damage, and confront range. The sorcerer gains 3 temporary armor at the end of their turn if they have no enemies adjacent. So we're gonna use it to hit, I think we're gonna hit this goblin. Oh, I didn't realize it's gonna make her move, but that's okay. Then I'm going to move my melee guy and kill this goblin. And then my rogue is going to go actually I probably shouldn't be using the rogue to attack the enemy, but oh no, I'll do it, that's fine. Just gonna attack them. The rogue gets a bonus if they're like near the if an enemy is essentially being flanked, like if I had an ally on the other side, I could do a bonus. Now what I could do right now is I could use Invigorate and allow my rogue to finish off this monster. However, keep in mind that this is a game where the enemies come in waves, so we're gonna have to fight this set of enemies and then we're gonna get a new set of enemies coming. But I think I'm actually gonna do it, because why not? Let's just kill him. Beautiful. Now, because we killed all of the enemies in this way, we can pick 1 bonus for 1 hero. So we could either give our warrior a bonus, gain +3 temporary armor when an adjacent enemy is destroyed. We can give our rogue a bonus, +8 power, lose this effect when the rogue takes damage, resets each battle. Oh, this is huge. Or a spell sheet, the sorcerer gains 6 temporary attack armor each time they attack. I think we're gonna go with the overconfidence. I really like that. I think that's pretty huge. So because now we get 20 attack on the rogue. If they get hit, we'll lose it, but we shouldn't be able to lose it. Now, you can see what it says. It was like defended range, comfortable range. This was the effect that we had on our sorcerer, like we talked about. For example, the comfort range, it activated at the end of the turn. Now here you can see where the enemies are coming from. I'm gonna move my sorcerer forward, and then I'm gonna move my rook, and then I'll tell her to wait, and I'm gonna move my rook behind her, just going to give her the temporary armor. Then I think we'll move our rook fairly close to the enemies. Ideally, I'd like to flank enemies, but I don't think I can get to there, so I'm just gonna move it like this, and then we'll make 1 extra movement forward, and then my melee guy is going to also try to move Maybe instead of helping with the rogue... Actually, we should be helping with the rogue because we want to make sure that the rogue does not get attacked. So we're going to move like this. And we're going to end our turn. Now, I have some other abilities like Barricade. Prevents enemies passing through. At the end of your turn, taunts enemies in a 2-tile radius. We have Freeze Trap. Stuns an enemy that moves into it. Resets when an enemy leaves. Does not affect your units. We have 3 per battle, so I'm going to place this trap here because the enemies are most likely going to move in to attack the sorcerers. Arcane Tower. Attack a target within range at the start of your turn. Medium range, medium damage. I could place a tower in here and have a range of everything, so let's do it. I'm going to leave the Cannon Tower and the Emerald Tower fine. Actually, we should place the Emerald Tower. Attacks all enemies in range at the start of your turn. There's a small range, and if the other enemies come from elsewhere, that's not good. But the Cannon Tower has a range almost everywhere, so let's place it here. And we're gonna end our turn. The enemies will come, and now we can attack. And you can see that our tower is already hitting the enemy. Now my rogue can easily finish up this monster. The melee guy, oh, he can't get close enough. So I guess he'll just move this way. And then my sorcerer, and wait. She's going to hit one of these goblins. And my rook will hit another one. Right, we're gonna end our turn, see what they do. Okay, so this one got frozen and got hit by the trap. This other enemy attacked my tower, which is fine. Because I can easily kill him. Now we've got a new enemy from the back, Loot Courier. Interesting. So we want to move our people in that direction. I'm gonna start with the rogue because he can move further than my melee guy. And once he comes closer, we should be able to get a good shot with our other people. And the rook moved closer. I don't know if that's the best decision, but I think we're okay with that. Oh, they're just not moving towards me. Okay. If I move next to the rook with the sorcerer, she won't get a shot, so I'll have to wait one more turn. That's a bit unfortunate. You can only move once, even if you have like a higher movement. That's something to keep in mind. Yeah, the towers won't give a hit, so we'll just move closer with our other people. And we'll end our turn. Did the loot courier like disappear? I guess they did. Now, I could give my melee guy teamwork, gain +4 power when next to another friendly unit. Actually, I should name them after one of my patrons. This is going to be Rudy the Warrior. Rogue is going to be Donald, and Sorcerer is going to be Zemkat. So, Rudy, Donald, Zemkat. So, Rudy here could get teamwork. He didn't really seem to be like placing him next to another friend. Camouflage for Donald. If the rogue didn't move at the end of turn, again stealth next turn. Not sure if I care. And for Zemkat, at the end of the turn, if the sorcerer is next to the warrior, gain +4 temporary armor. If they're next to the rogue, gain +4 temporary power. Oh, none of these are good. I guess we'll grab the camouflage. But none of these are something that I care about. I'm gonna keep the sorcerers next to the rogue so we can get that bonus. And we're gonna move my melee guy kind of in this direction because we're gonna need to fight over here. Now my rogue... My rogue will also fight on this side because I feel like... Actually, he should be fighting maybe in this direction. Because I feel like we're gonna have a good towers that can shoot up the enemies in the other places. So we're just gonna wait, end our turn, see what they do. Alright. We got some shots, killed some stuff. Now, we'll start with my sorcerers. Please finish off this ranged goblin. And my rook will finish off this wolf here. Rudy can kill this goblin. And the rogue... Wow, the rogue with attack of 20 is just insane. Now, do we want to use any abilities? Like, for example, I could use Hysteria right now. But we have a lot more waves incoming, so I'm not quite sure if... 3 more waves as we can see over here. We'll lose the +8 attack if this goblin hits the rogue guy, which they probably will. Alternatively, I could place an emerald tower here and just kind of hope that the goblin will choose to attack the tower and not my rogue. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's great. Oh, my freeze trap kept working. I thought it would be destroyed by now, but it actually keeps working. That's kind of amazing. Yeah, let's move my sorcerer forward. And my rook as well. Will I not have a shot at them? I will not. Okay, so I just moved the rook next to the sorcerers as always. And my rogue can go and finish off my enemies. 20 attack is just insane. Spiked armor on Rudy. If you have armor remaining after being attacked, deal 6 damage back to the attacker. This is huge. Bloodlust. When the Donald destroys an enemy, all friendly units within a 3 radius can plus 10 temporary power. This is huge because we're really powerful with Rudy. No, sorry, with Donald. Hero essence don't care. We're gonna grab Bloodlust. I know I keep working on Donald and I should be focusing on our other people, but it feels too good not to. Let's simply end our turn, see what the enemies come from. 2 here, 2 there. So we're gonna grab the rogue in this direction. I'm going to put the sorceress over here so she can attack the people coming this way, and we'll put our melee guy on the other side. I don't think we're gonna get any good bonus with my rogue because it has a range and we don't have that range. But I still think it's a useful thing to do. Oh, we didn't finish off the enemy. That's a bit unfortunate. I'll have to move the rook. Let's just shoot at this other goblin instead. I think that's better. So my sorceress has that temporary shield. Oh, we got hit for 3 for the rook, which is not ideal, but it's nothing too scary. Something that I'll have to worry about too much. Beautiful. The warrior gains +4 temporary power if he doesn't move. The rogue gains 1 temporary armor every square they move. It's kind of interesting. So we would get a camouflage if he doesn't move, but if he does move, he gets temporary armor. Or defensive position on Zemkat, and end of turn the sorcerer gains +4 temporary armor if standing next to a blocked tile. I kind of like the footwork. I know I keep picking upgrades for Donald, but it's just like, if he doesn't move, he gets camouflage. If he does move, he gets temporary hit points. That seems useful to me. End our turn. And all the enemies are coming from this side. Okay, so the sorcerer should stand next to the rook. My rogue will move forward as much as he can, and so will my melee guy. Can't move really that close, but at least we can try. This is like the one wave before the last wave, so I'm thinking maybe we'll place another freeze trap, like right there, right in front of the sorcerers, for example. Yeah, that seems like a good deal. Oh, there's pretty big enemies right next to the sorcerers, which is not ideal. Let's go kill off some of the tiny ones. Or try at least. My rogue will destroy this bloodlusted enemy. Yeah, if he takes a step forward, he'll get frozen, so that's okay. And then my melee guy will hit up one of these. I'm gonna place another freeze trap maybe this way so they can't attack the sorcerers. If they try, they will all get frozen with the trap. Beautiful. Okay, they can hit with the range attack, but that's not much damage. Now my rogue could attack from behind. Wow, 24 damage. I kept the sorceress there. Oh, this person has attack 12. She has an HP of 12. I'm actually gonna use Hysteria. Great. Oh, I thought this is going to be... Oh, okay, so what I was hoping it would do is I was hoping that it would actually make it so on their turn, but this just means they do an extra attack and then I still have it on. So I'm gonna invigorate my rogue and actually kill this monster, simply so that they don't hit my sorcerers. Soul Twist. Killing an enemy makes them explode, dealing 5 damage to adjacent enemies. That's very good. Revenge Strike. If the warrior takes health damage, they gain +4 temporary power next turn. If Donald is standing next to a Ken Tower, no. So we're gonna grab the Soul Twist this time. Make Zemkat a bit stronger, so she can make enemies explode. Let's end our turn. See what happens. Okay, enemies kind of all over the place. I'm okay with the positioning of the rogue and my guys, and we're just gonna move the melee a little bit closer. And that, I think, is it. And turn, yeah. Alright, this rogue is going to kill this one. Zemkat will shoot the other one. My rook could shoot at this big monster over there. And the melee guy will kill one of the victims. So we've got one wolf and we've got this big monster. I would like to place Maybe a barricade just like right in front of the rook, just to make sure that the enemy does not go through and hit my... If they hit my cannon tower, I'm fine with that. I just want to make sure that they don't hit the rook. We won't get a shot, unfortunately. And maybe let's use Drain. I hope that this means like charges per battle. If it's like total charges, then it's a bit unfortunate, but I think that's okay. And if that's the case, we're probably fine with it. Yeah, let's hit the enemy, and then if the rogue could get there, which he might be able to, he'll get a flanking bonus. Not that it matters, because the attack of 20 is more than enough. Now, we get another one of these bonuses, and then we get a special kind of bonus before we finished, because we finished like a whole battle. +1 move, deal your armor as damage to adjacent enemies at the end of your turn. Oh, this is really cool. This is great. Or black powder, when Donald kills an enemy, they explode, dealing 6 damage to all enemies in a 2-tile radius. This is also huge. Or bitter revenge, if a friendly unit in attack range is destroyed, the sorcerer gains more power. Both black powder. I'm gonna take the quaking steps, though the black powder is also really, really good. Alright. Now we've gotten a lot of money and a lot of XP. So what happens now is we can get a bonus. We got 65 XP. So I can either pick for Rudy, painful experience. Whenever you take health damage, gain extra XP. This is pretty cool, so I could get more XP faster. Or just the basic power increase. Donald could get extra move, or at the start of your turn, adjacent heroes gain power. No, that's useless for us. More armor on Zemkat, or whenever you damage an enemy, gain XP. We're gonna grab the gain XP, both on Zemkat and on Rudy. And we could get a second level upgrade for them. So Zemkat could get magic penetration, your attacks and ignore armor, or mobile focus, gain +1 temporary range after move. She doesn't move, so this is bad for her. Heavy load, -1 move, +3 armor. We already get +1 move from something that we have on him, so it wouldn't be too bad. +8 max health. We're gonna have to grab +8 max health, that's huge. And we can upgrade our defenses as well, which cost us money. So what is it, the thing we use the most? I guess the towers. +1 max health on my towers? Yeah, it's just the same. I mean, I guess we could pick the +1 max health, because why not, we have it. And the free strap, +1 damage. And then stun enemies lose all armor while stunned. That's not really that great. I think we're just gonna focus on the max health here. And let's go to next battle. Start with 20 attack, how cool is that? Alright, so we're gonna move towards this enemy in the back and just straight up kill them. Oh no, they have the armor, I forgot about that. Well, my sorcerer can finish them off, I guess. Oh, and we got the bonus on hitting the other person, that was pretty cool. Okay. Now at this point, I think it's too soon to use Invigorate. But I'm gonna place an arcane tower maybe over here. They're probably gonna hit the rogue, which means we'll lose the +8 bonus. No, they hit the sorceress. This is actually good for me because I do like the extra bonus on the rogue. Alright. Momentum. The warrior gains 2 temporary armor each time they damage enemy. Or counted when low cost spell is cast, the sorcerer gains... Nah, we're gonna grab momentum. Alright, let's end our turns. Okay, enemies all over the place, so we're gonna start placing more towers. I think we've got one here. I'd like this emerald tower over there. And maybe a cannon tower... maybe this way. I have the towers kind of on this side. We'll move the rogue in here. The melee guy as well. And the sorcerer should go back towards the rook. She'll be focusing on enemies over here. So yeah, oh, there's actually pretty strong enemies against her. Okay. Please shoot him. The rook will shoot him as well. Then my rogue will kill one of these. And so will my warrior. I could have used the rogue to kill again. Well, I couldn't quite kill this guy, I could only hurt him. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move with the rogue this way. Oh, I can, I'm blocked. In that case, I just kill the enemy then. We have 50 attack. If I do it again, I can use him to kill this guy. I think that's too much. Yeah, that's too much. Just end our turn. Wow, 50 damage, that's huge. Oh, they're hitting all the towers, which is great, so I'm gonna stay alive for a little bit longer. And I can't quite... Oh, I can actually finish this one off, great. My melee guy go and hit this one, and we get extra armor. The sorcerer should kill the one that's next to me. Now the rook can only shoot at this one, can't shoot unfortunately at the interdimensional thief, which is a pretty fun enemy. But okay. Beautiful. Now my melee guy needs to finish this one off, my rogue will finish the dwarf warrior, and my sorcerer, she won't have a shot at this, which is unfortunate. And neither will the rook, actually. Oh, that's kind of sad. I was really hoping she would be able to like finish this interdimensional thief, but it's like, no. Yeah, the thief just ran away like a coward. Confidence. I'll give double footwork on the rogues, because I checked this in my test game, and actually the odds, not the odds, the bonuses actually do stack. So he's getting a lot of temporary armor just because he's moving. You can see 10 armor just because he moved. Yeah, I think we're okay here. End our turn. Start with the rogue. 46 HP on the enemy, that's huge. We're gonna need the rogue over there. I meant to say start with the melee guy. It only stuns an enemy that moves into it. I think we'll let the enemy hit the melee warrior. Like we've got some armor, it's fine. Gonna have to start moving towards this guy. I think the sorcerers and the rook can handle this enemy over here. Yeah. And we've got a little extra armor. That is about it. Ah, they destroyed my tower. That's unfortunate because I can build another one, but now what can you do? It's alright. Ready, nice. If the rogue did an attack this turn, gain +2 temporary range at the start of next turn. Retribution. The sorcerer gains +3 power and +1 temporary range whenever she takes armor damage. Sure. I don't know if she has good enough armor for that, but we can try. Alright, rogue, come towards the enemies. Here. Melee, man as well. And we'll keep the sorcerers next to the rook, as always. And try and see who we get. 35, 38, 34 damage. Interesting. So the block is enough on the melee guy that we don't have to worry about that. Instead, I'm going to go and attack this one. 20 damage, that's huge. We'll start hitting the other one. Now I'm gonna place the freeze trap right in front of the sorcerer so that if the enemy comes, we can block it. As for this... This barricade taunts enemies, so if I place it here, the enemy in a 2-tile radius, that should be enough. Oh no, it's not enough? Oh man. Okay, I guess I'll place another one here. It should get this guy to try to attack that instead of my rogue. We'll see. Yeah, he's taunted, so he has to go at the barricade, which means that now my rogue should be able to hurt him. Still can't quite kill him, which is a bit irritating. But now this one is also taunted by the barricade. So they should all go at the barricades. Beautiful. Alright. Now, this person has an HP of 10 and this one has HP of 20. So I'm gonna use my rogue to hit this other one, and then my sorcerer can hit the one that actually had a lot of HP. When hit by an enemy in your attack range, attack it back once. Yeah, we'll put that on the warrior because, oh, actually no, restore health. This is actually pretty good. Let's just get a large heal on our sorcerer. How do I activate the large heal? Is that something that just happens? Yeah, it just happened. She just has 14 HP. I actually think this is a good time to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments and you can click on the right towards other games that we play on this channel. I'll see you there. Bye bye!